Now we'll move on to the second code, Occupational Safety, Health and Working Conditions Code, specifically with respect to factories. Now, I think as we discussed, yes, the factory, if the manufacturing process is carried on with the aid of power, then there must be at least 10 workers. If it is carried on without the aid of power, then there must be at least 20 workers. Only then that particular premises will be considered as factory. Then I think registration will be done, license will be taken. That is how it will be. And instead of this 10 and 20, this threshold limit is getting increased to 20 and 40. Assume that you are doing the manufacturing process with the aid of power and you are engaging 15 workers. Currently, you will be covered under the Factories Act, provisions of the Factories Act. But as per the code, since this is less than 20, you will not be covered. Right? So that is a change this can bring in. Since it is the implementation is planned during the middle of the year, right? I'm not very sure because for the first 3 months, the earlier provision would have applied, right? So I'm not very sure. So this will continue to apply till 31st December 2021, or from April 1st onwards. Automatically this will change. I think that guideline the department's concerned, they have to issue. And night shift for women with her concern, I think we discussed on this. Yes, women employees can be engaged, but currently it is not possible. But now, yes, they can be engaged once the codes are implemented, but their consent is to be obtained. As I suggested, you may have to protect yourself. So make a class, include a class in the appointment order. And also, whenever it is actually the occasion arises, get the consent from the individual. Have a simple format, get it signed by the individual, file it. So I think we will be safe, at least as employees. Tomorrow, even if somebody questions, I think we will be in a position to prove ourselves. And overtime with the consent of worker, again, same thing, right? Currently, it is not required. It is a mandate on the part of the workers. If they are asked to work overtime, they cannot refuse it, because that can be considered as a misconduct today. But the position is slightly changing because of the change in the provisions of the code. So only with the consent of the worker, it is to be obtained. So whatever way, methodology we want to follow to safeguard our interest, we can follow that. And yes, OT hours, it can go up to 25 hours in a quarter. In a continuous period of 3 months, it can go up to 125 hours. Because I think currently it is 50 hours, but with exception, it can go up to 75 hours, not more than that. But now I think it is getting relaxed. The establishments can go up to 125 hours per quarter. And independent director. So if we had nominated independent director as occupier in your factory, then I think again you may have to change that, because as per the code, the independent directors cannot be made the occupier of the factory. So it should be the full-time director. So that change is to be made. And the reduction in threshold number of workers for appointment of safety officer, welfare officer, provisions of canteen, etc. When we say safety officer in a factory, if there are 1,000 or more workers, then a safety officer is to be appointed. That 1,000 is coming down to 500. Welfare officer, currently it is 500 or more workers. That 500 is coming down to 250. In case of provision of canteen, if there are 250 or more workers, the occupier shall provide a canteen. Currently, as per the provisions of the Factories Act, the 250 threshold limit is coming down to 100 now. So suppose if we have, say, 150 workers, you may not provide canteen now. You need not, you don't have any obligation under the Factories Act to provide a canteen. But once the codes are implemented, you may have to provide a canteen.